System of equations with graphing. Okay, we have the following problems here, and what we want to do is we want to go ahead and graph these first. So we have 2x plus 3y. So 2x plus 3y is equal to 6. So what I can do is I can draw a line with the 2x to the 6. Then I can take the 3y to the 6. Divide both sides by 2. So x is equal to 3. Divide both sides by 3. And y is 2. So this one has a y-x, here's my x, 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 it's 3, here's my y, it's 2. Now let's take the next one, and the next equation is a negative 4x plus 3y is equal to 12. So we go negative 4x is equal to 12. We divide by negative 4. So x is equal to a negative 3. So we find that y is equal to 4. So my points here are negative 3 for the x and positive 4 for the y. So right here we're going to go positive 4 for the y and negative 3 for the x. Now we want to figure out what point is this close to. Well, when we read the points, we go from left here, so with this point here, so with this point here. So we're roughly at negative 1, and it's going to be not quite 3. So we would say negative 1 side of the 3. So negative 1, and then we want to be inside of the 3. So the only ones that have negative 1 x's is either B or C. Okay, next question. What we want to do is we have equation form. So we're going to say y is equal to x minus 4. So let me rewrite this again. So we're going to say y is equal to x minus 4. So I can draw a line here, and I can say y is now equal to a negative 4. What does that mean? Well, this is where you're going to start from, and this is always going to be on the y-axis. Now this number right there, that's m, so m is equal to 1, so that's 1 over 1, so that means we're going to go up 1 and then to the right 1. So let's go ahead and graph this. So we're going to be at negative 4, which is right there, then we're going to go up 1 at the 3, then over 1. So again, we start at negative 4. So start y-axis, negative 4. Then you go up 1 over 1. Now let's graph the second line. The second line is y is equal to 4x plus 2. So right away, y is 2, because we can make that line. So y is equal to 2. And again, this is where you start from. And this is your y-axis. Now this is your m, so your m is equal to 4, so you're going to say 4 over 1. So 4 over 1, you're going to go up, and then you're going to go to the right 1. So right here, we're going to start at 2. Okay, then we want to go up 4, so that puts us right at 6, and then we want to go over 1. Now we have to come up with the points here. So it's asking for what is the x and what is the y. So oops, it's not going to, well, there it goes. So we have the screen a little bit larger now, so we can see that this is going to be -2 and then -6. So -2, then -6. 2, -2 for the x, so we'll type in -2 for the x, and then we'll go -6 for the y. So -6 for the y. So let me see if I can bring this back down. So right here we're at -2 and -6. So -2 and -6. So let's go ahead and let's check this and see if this is correct. Okay, so let's take a look at our next question here. Okay, so the next question, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and solve for the first one here. So our first equation is 21x plus 7y is equal to 42. So this is standard form. So you're going to draw your line. So you're going to say 21x is equal to 42. Then you want to draw your line and you want to say 7y is equal to 42. So now you want to divide both sides by 21. So x is 2. Divide both sides by 7, so y is 6. So we want to put this at 2 on the x, which is here. We want to drag this to 6 on the y. So there's our line graph. So now we want to take a look at the second line. So our second line, we're going to have -5x plus 5y is equal to 10. So we're going to say -5x is equal to 10. Then we're going to say 5y is equal to 10. We're going to divide both sides by -5. So x is a -2. Divide both sides by 5. So y is 2. So we have y is +2. We have x is -2. So x is -2 and y is +2. Right here we can see we're going to go over 1. So you start here, you go to the right 1, and then you go up 3. So we go 1 on the x, and then we go 3 on the y. So let's go ahead and check this. Okay, next question. What we want to do is we want to graph the following. So we have y is equal to a -x plus 2. Draw our line. So y is equal to 2. This is where we're going to start from. That's on the y-axis. This is a -1. That's the m. So that's a -1 over 1. So we're going to start at 2. Put the 2 there. But we're going to go down 1 and then over 1. So there's our blue line. So we start at 2. Then we go down 1 over 1. Let's take a look at the next one. The next line is y is equal to 3x minus 4. Well, y is equal to -4. This is where you're going to start from. And this is your m. So your m is 3. Remember, you want to make it as a fraction, so you write over 1. So we want to go up 3, and then we want to go to the right 1. Just like over here we had a -1, so we went down 1, but you always go to the right, because any negative signs you're going to bring to the top. So we're going to go down to -4, which is here. Then we want to go up 3, and then over 1. Now when we go up 3 over 1, we're not exact, so we're right past the 1. It's just less than the 2, so between 1 and 2, and it looks like we're in front of the 1. So we want to be right in the middle. So see, 1/2 is not going to work because that's too small. That's in front of the 1, so we're in front of the 2. So this is out, this is out. Now if you take 2 for the x and you change this to a decimal, well, that's 2.5. See, we're not even past 2, so that's no good. But look at the 3 over 2. 3 over 2 is 1.5. And that's where we are. We just had passed the 1, but inside of the 2. And then we want to go up about halfway. We don't want to be right where the 1 is. So it does look like D fits everything. So D would answer.